This morning, ladies and gentlemen, I have reworn my cap, my hat that I purchased a while back. And I think it's the most important thing to always remember, to remind ourselves of. The rules have changed. It's very easy sometimes, especially with 63 days, actually 64 days since the actual inauguration, 64 days, a mere 64 days. We've kind of forget that we have to give this great president some time. I am the worst. I am absolutely, admittedly, the worst of the worst. I want things done now. I want things done so brutally. I would be probably the most despotic of rulers anybody's ever even imagined or seen. I want things now. I want people arrested. I want people pulled out of their beds at 4 a.m, a la Roger Stone. I want there to be ninjas moving in and giving Fox News this kind of the heads up, the same way that CNN got the heads up when they went in to move in after our friend Roger Stone. For what exactly? What did he do? The whole Trump administration has been one case of what did he do? What did he do? You know, the whistle, the hush money. What? The hush money. What did he do? I don't know. Is the hush money? What about the hush money? Some whore he gave the money. Is that against the law? No, it's not against the law. So what did they get him? I don't know what they got him on. I have no idea. Roger Stone, and he lied, or they all lie. Lies mean nothing in this government. Look at all of the people in the world of the intel who signed the report. Well, there's no correction. The laptop was Russian conspiracy. They lied. A lie, as you know, my friend, is a misrepresentation of fact with the intention to deceive, and it's a lie. They lie. They lie. So do not lose your sense of justice. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Isaiah Rucktate. By the way, I could not live without sprouted grains. Two observations. Some of the greatest. Ezekiel bread is just the best. I can't do regular grain. I can't do it. It's just, it hits me like a rock. It's tough. And number two, do you know the number of friends and people I know who have either cancer, leukemia, or very, very sick? It blows my mind. I don't want to say anything. But if you notice this too, Mark Crispin Miller does a Substack. You've got to get his stuff. It says for those who the famous people who are canceling things one after another. There's something to be said for this. Now, I'm not connecting it with any kind of injection or anything like that. I'm not saying that. The timing is very interesting. Oh, we've got so much to talk about. So please, let me tell you something right now. We're starting a little early today because we have a very important meeting later. Not that this isn't. I'm going to be all over the map today. I mean, my brain is spinning. So get ready. You're going to see classic Lionel Nation here because I am awash in excitement. Let me remind you to make sure that you are subscribed to Lionel Nation. But first, my friend, this critical message from this critically great and important American. You know, when it comes to comfort, support, and a good night's sleep, my friends, My Pillow has revolutionized the way millions of Americans rest their heads with unmatched quality, cutting-edge design, and a commitment to American-made excellence. My Pillow has become a household name. And now with mypillow.com/Lionel or using the promo code Lionel, you can unlock exclusive discounts and deals that bring comfort and savings right to your doorstep. That's right, my friend. Mike Lindell and the team in My Pillow aren't just selling pillows. They're on a mission to transform the sleep experience with a wide variety of products beyond their signature pillows. Whether you're looking for supportive adjustable pillows, luxurious Giza dream sheets, cozy towel, mattress toppers that cradle your body in comfort, My Pillow offers it all. And with their 60-day money-back guarantee and a 10-year warranty, you can be confident that My Pillow stands behind every product they sell. Now, why My Pillow stands out? Let me tell you, unlike generic pillows you grab off a department store shelf, My Pillow is customizable and engineered to cater to different sleep styles. Whether you're a side sleeper or a back sleeper or a stomach sleeper, their patented interlocking fill technology adjusts to your specific comfort needs, keeping your neck and spine properly aligned throughout the night. No more waking up with that sore neck, no more tossing and turning, just the restful, rejuvenating, and exhilarating sleep that you deserve. And it doesn't stop at pillows. My Pillow's Giza Dream Sheets, made from the finest Egyptian cotton, offer a smooth, breathable, and luxurious feel, turning your bed into a sleep heaven. So right now, my friends, do the right thing. Go to mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. It's easy for me to say, mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, or call 800-645-4965. Simply the best. Trust me. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start off by just giving you this idea how we are, in many respects, paralyzed by race. And you know who it is most of the time? Not all, but by black women. Not all black women. No. Not even remotely close. Oh, no. But by many who come up with these things. To think about this. The Jasmine Crockett's, the Fannie Willis's, the Tiffany Henyards. Where did they come up? Who are these morons? Not all black. I'm going to say it again one more time. Not all black women, but of the lunacy, at least in mainstream media, we don't see black men of this particular ilk. We see black women who have this idea that anything they say goes. Look at Latarsha. We'll talk about her in a moment. Have you heard the latest? This is one of my favorites. This is the newest one. You're going to love this one. This is the suggestion, ladies and germs, that black women do not respond to diets. Black women are perhaps maybe more hefty, enjoy a certain degree of adipose more than others because of some genetic or racial predisposition. Have you heard this?
As white women, we lose less weight.
Let me go. Look at now. First of all, this. Please let me just start off. I thought I've heard everything. I'll work with you sometimes. Yes, there are some differences. Certainly, I think we look different sometimes. There might be some phenotypical differences. Yes, they're right. But I don't necessarily know if this is true. Now I'm going to play this for you, and I want you to try not to laugh. Please, dear God, try not to laugh. This is one of the most ridiculous things you will ever hear in your life. And it goes to show you yet again, and the number of people who listen, not because what she is saying is true, but because they like it, because there's zero credible evidence. What you look at this woman, that black women lose weight slower or somehow are immune to caloric restriction compared to white women. That narrative is a cop-out. Biology doesn't bend to excuses, just like discipline doesn't bow to delusion. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for this one. Get ready. Listen to this weight expert say that, well, Let her explain.
The same diets as white women, we lose less weight and we lose it slower, even when we're following the diet, than our white women counterparts. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Now that's it right there. Now I'm not going to say anything about what appears to be an acceptance of gibberish portrayed as a patois, as an accent, as a it's not English. It's, you know, every now and then. But this is where we are right now. And it's this echo chamber of people just speaking to themselves. So I'm saying, you go ahead. The thing that is absolutely killing, and if I could do anything to help my Black brothers and sisters, it would be to try to move your BMI down by 10%. Hypertension, diabetes, renal failure, name it. Name it. So this is where we are right now, my friends. This is just where we are. So let me just go through a veritable potpourri, a pastiche, a myriad, a mosaic of all kinds of fun and great stuff for you. In no particular order, but I had to give you that one first. I hope you go back, and I put a clip up there, a reminder of Stephen Colbert doing the vax scene where they were dancing, and he's doing this very, dare I say, village people-esque dance routine. That's all I'm going to say. That's all. But he's doing this in celebration of vaccines. Remember where you were, ladies and gentlemen. Remember where you were. I also have on my Twitter subscribers channel, the good stuff. I got some stuff there. I got a whole bunch of stuff that nobody wants to talk about. We used to call it Building 7. Oh my God. Stuff that will blow your mind. You think Kennedy assassination stuff is good? But that's on the subscriber show, because I don't want everybody to come up with this. This morning I was thinking about Deepak Chopra. Remember Deepak Chopra? The mind in the way of, you know, this kind of this faux mysticism. So I put into Grok. I said, come up with give me some Deepak Chopra. Well, I didn't say some generic mysticism that's gibberish. And I came up with this. When the cosmic rhythm aligns with the quantum unfolding of your inner essence, the vibrational harmony of being transcends thought, revealing the illusion of separation within the eternal dance of awareness. Doesn't that sound good? This is the typical kind of horseshit that you hear every single day on X. How about this one? They always have like these, everybody wants to have these Sun Tzu. The art of war is deception. Stick to, don't worry about Sun Tzu. Jasmine Crockett, next topic. Cognitively limited individuals often display exaggerated confidence or unnecessary verbal aggression to mask severe intellectual deficits, using dominant behavior as a psychological shield against perceived inadequacy or external evaluation of their abilities. Please do this. Please go to follow me on X at Lionel Media. She's there to delight me. Do you hear what I'm saying? She is there, my friends, to delight me. Next, Pamela Jo Bondi. Pamela Jo is basically saying that she's on Fox News. And my question, very simple to Madam General Bondi, is how many visits has the FBI paid to this loudmouth Jasmine Crockett? Don't announce what you're going to do on Fox News. Move in immediately and explicate the severity of this benighted moonbat's stupidity. Save Fox News for later. What do you say? Ladies and gentlemen, are you aware of that one? Okay. Here's one for you. Now, I don't know about you, but I read this and I said, I don't know if I like this one. Now, I have 100% faith in President Trump, but every now and then he's picked somebody that, well, I'm not sure about. And here's this one. He says, I am proud to announce Dr. Susan Monares as my nominee to serve as the next director of Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. Dr. Monares, brings decades of experience championing innovation, transparency, and strong public health systems. She has a PhD from the University of Wisconsin. Blah, blah. As an incredible mother and dedicated public servant, Dr. Monares, I don't know how to pronounce it, understands the importance of protecting blah, 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 blah. This is what she wrote in I don't know, maybe last year. The updated COVID shot is here. CDC recommends everyone 6 months and older get an updated COVID vaccine. Vaccination remains the best protection against severe illness. Make your plan now to get your updated COVID flu shot. This is Dr. Monares. Okay. And then in August, they say, today we announced, this is the FDA, today we announced we approved and granted emergency use authorization for mRNA, blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm not in any way, I'm not an expert. I'm not a physician. I know nothing about this stuff. But it's a different story. By the way, just to, there is some, dare I say, clarification. So we'll see about that. Just remember, my friends, we still don't know kind of where we fit in with that. Then here's a wonderful picture of Pete Buttigieg and Caitlin, what's her face from Fox News, who I love this. Watch, she I've never seen, and please, I'm not talking about looks, but there is a look of absolute contempt as she stares at you with the two corners of her mouth going off like that. I swear to God. Huh? CNN, right? Excuse me, CNN. Her mouth reminds me of, dare I say, Jack Nicholson in The Joker. Very, very, very dangerous. How about Pete Buttigieg? Excuse me. She was talking to Pete. How about Pete Hegseth? How about the Atlantic article? Did you see that? Did old Pete perhaps maybe make a mistake? Pete, take something from your old Uncle Lenny here. Do me a favor, all right? Listen to me very carefully. Number one, don't admit to anything. You don't have to admit to anything. You don't have to go into your Fox News mode. You can just be yourself. And when they ask you questions about, this the thing about the mistake or the battle plans for Yemen, which this is where I say, folks, the president has not at any time acknowledged anything, or asked me for my advice as to the Middle East or whatever it is. I think that I believe we're seeing regarding Mr. Putin and Russia, I believe shows extreme promise. We have to get out of NATO. We got to walk away from this. As far as Middle East, Israel, Gaza, Palestine, Yemen, we're just going to pass over that one, okay? Agree to disagree, sir. This one, I don't know where you're getting your information from, dear sir, our gentle, kind leader, our beloved leader. But Yemen, no. Nobody's asking me on that one. Nobody wants to hear me on that one. That's all I'm saying. No. Okay. Now, let's watch some other ones too. Some other good stuff here. First, next, Robert De Niro. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Robert De Niro. There's a little piece I wrote about Robert De Niro's new movie, This Disaster. Robert De Niro. Once, you can see this. Let me read from you. Once a respected name in cinema, and he was, has now become a joke, a walking caricature. It's his new movie. You see his new movie? It's a disaster, an absolute disaster. His new movie. Is it on Netflix, honey? Oh yeah, it's horrible. His new movie. What is it called? I don't even know the name of it. Hang on. I do not understand. Yes, his new movie. It's a flop. Alto Nights. Variety. Why Robert De Niro's mob drama Alto Nights is such a big box office disaster. Slash film. Robert De Niro's new crime movie just flopped at the box office. Robert De Niro's mafia movie is so connected to Martin Scorsese. Okay, so let's talk about this. First, Robert De Niro, and I'm going to say this, might have been great in the old days. He might have been something that nobody ever saw before. He might have been, he truly may have been so incredibly gifted by virtue of whatever it was that he did. He might have been the Brando of his time. Maybe then it was. But then you realize, wait a minute, that's all he can do. That's all he can do. Yeah, well, this is Alto Nights at box office. He's the same no matter whether he's in that horrible movie, The Irishman, which is a joke, whether it's good, it doesn't matter. He is the same. You can cut his hair. You can give him a mustache. You can.
Is that the movie about the end of America?
No.
That's another one with a black woman president.
Oh, another one. Oh, no, this is Alto Nights. This is a mob one. There's another one. So what happened was, this is a guy who has become this. He's now a walking caricature of everything wrong with washed up Hollywood, and it's done. And don't forget also, this was at a time when USAID money was still pouring in. His latest cinematic disaster is The Alto Nights. It didn't just flop at the box office, it belly flopped into oblivion. It's horrible. Why, do you ask? Because America is done with De Niro's tired act, both on screen and off. He's a miserable F. He's horrible. And he's also stupid. He can't put words together. One of the reasons why they say, he's very, very quiet. He's stupid. When you go to a doctor and say something's wrong with little Timmy here, why? He doesn't say anything. We got to look into this. Robert De Niro, there's something wrong with him. He's stupid. He's okay to memorize lines, I guess. So let's be brutally honest. The man isn't iconic anymore. He's insufferable. He's horrible. We laugh at him. De Niro, who used to command respect. Remember Vito Corleone, Travis Bickle. I think his best was King of Comedy. That showed a side of him I've never seen. He was great. The same way Pacino, who by the way is the same, in this weird foghorn leghorn. But I don't know what his thing is. But in the movie Scarecrow, he broke away. But he now clings to this former glory. It's like we still see that he's there. He's barking this angry, unhinged rants about politics that everybody rolls their eyes at. And it's incomprehensible. It's unnecessarily profane, not even good profane. Sometimes you can be profane and there's a certain degree of literacy there. If anybody bothers to even pay attention at all, it's amazing. He's got these venomous tirades against President Trump. In conservative America, haven't made him brave. They've made him a laughingstock. Nobody cares about him. It's a disaster. Please watch this. Please, you can go to X, Lionel Media. Read my statements. Read my excoriations, my ad hominems. Also, check out this feller named Link Lauren. Link Lauren is a gay man who knows more about masculinity than most of the crew. One of the most profoundly talented young men around. And there's something about, I don't know where this comes from, but whether it's Pressler, whether it's him, whether it's others, the, dare I say, the hardcore, the right wing, nobody cares about sexuality in the least. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan says, I'm a little concerned about this security leak by our national security team. But then I begin to wonder if it was done on purpose. In either case, what would Trump do because his enemies are not going to let this go? You know, I do not know. I do not know about this. It's about, I hope, maybe he decides not to attack Yemen. So we'll see. But Pete Hegseth, Pete, you don't have to address this. And our good friend Lori Cuck is back. Lori says, morning, y'all. Thanks for all the support. We're thinking of you, young lady, Missy. Remember, you're a part of the family. And that's all we're going to say. It's all I'm going to say. We're going to move along little doggy, as it were. Next, please go to my YouTube, my YouTube. This is my YouTube. My X channel. I reposted this meme of this woman that says, our TVs were never stolen in the 1980s. It's a picture of this 300-pound wooden monster. Remember those? I just going back to nostalgia again, love this. Absolutely love this. Okay. And also I wrote, and this is, I keep saying, it's amazing how many healthy friends are suddenly battling serious life-threatening diseases. It makes you wonder what changed and how no one seems too eager to talk about it. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? I also had to put this up. You know, these sayings people have, these philosophies. One is, there's a picture of a lion among sheep. And the quote is, a lion doesn't waste time worrying what sheep think or say about him. And I wrote very sadly, I said, are you one of these poor souls who takes comfort in this pablum and anodyne saccharine bullshit? Thinking somehow you're the lion and your mean ferocity will never allow you to hesitate to consider the thoughts or feelings of those whom you will devour. Get a life. It's one of those incredibly, I love that. There's so many people who need people like Jordan Peterson to say nothing. Have you ever heard this philosophy? Says nothing. And by the way, is Dennis Prager, I keep asking, I haven't, I should research, but I haven't. Is Dennis Prager with us? Is he okay? Remember he fell or something happened to Dennis Prager? Dennis Prager, another philosopher of note that I just don't know. Every now I'll say, hey, whatever happened to? I told you, I have a talent for knowing who's gone. Next, please check. Have you seen these pictures over Poland and Russia? These weird, they look like coffee foam swirls. They're beauteous. Have you seen these? They're fabulous. Please check this out. Please, I ask you. Next, check out this Border Patrol live from people breaking into Poland. I don't know how, I would imagine. Border Patrol security. They're breaking through. They have a blowtorch and they're breaking through these, whatever. And these Polish security forces come up and they basically beat the hell out of these people. Please watch that. Ladies and gentlemen, please watch that. Next, here's another piece of news. You're going to love this. Scott Turner, who was in charge of HUD, I believe. Is that right? Yes. He said, today we ended, listen to this. Today we ended taxpayer funded housing for illegal aliens. What? When did we have that? It was incredible. Then Latarsha Brown, we'll talk about her, which is wonderful. Then I want to say, oh, have you noticed why is all of a sudden Ben Shapiro saying, why does it actually matter who shot JFK? And I thought to myself, sometimes you have to show your paymasters that you're still legitimate. That you still have influence, that your mangled logic resonates with at least a few. Sometimes you have to deliberately act as though you truly believe the bilge you spew to keep earning your keep. Because all these people are paid. They're paid. You know that, right? These people are paid. And you ask yourself, why are they? Whom do they necessarily attract? Is there anybody who is a Ben Shapiro acolyte? I mean, if you are, fantastic, great. Nothing but two. Dave Portnoy calls out Tiger Woods' ridiculous Vanessa. Explain to me, again, is it a deal? Do they make a deal? Does Portnoy, I'm not saying he's retarded, but he's educable. He's high functioning. And I liked it. I said, I think I speak for most Americans when I say that I cherish the observations and opinions of a true American genius, possessed of an insight that few can imagine, much less appreciate. And Dave Portnoy as well. I loved it. And how about this? Latarsha Brown. Did you hear us last night, ladies and gentlemen? Did you hear Latarsha Brown? Can you imagine that? Latarsha. I love that name. It's a free country. You can name your kid whatever you want. Look at the names Elon Musk named his kid. They don't even make noise. There's no sound associated with these names. Like Pi. No, not PI. 3.142. That's his name. I'm exaggerating about that. But imagine somebody who, I always thought that sometimes when mothers are coming either out of anesthesia or something, you hear this, the woman is like, what's your child's name? Latarsha. Okay. Latarsha. There you go. Go to the next one. I didn't say that. But anyway, Latarsha Brown. Oh, she's so smart. Latarsha Brown worked at the Allentown, PA. She was some clerk or something. So she shows up one day. You heard the story, right? I hope you caught me last night on this. Oh, boy, you saw the video. It's beautiful. She showed up one day and she says, I'm gonna do something about this. I'm gonna do something. Oh, Lori Cook says, Prager's okay. I seen him on a talk show. That's good. He never did anything for me in the least. Didn't care for me. One time we were on WABC. Well, he followed me. And he said one day, I'm going to, he started off with like chamber music or he was going to be he was telling us, I'm better than the rest. I'm not going to fall for this tawdry stuff that you do. Anyway. Well, I watched, he had a TV show during the day. I think it lasted about an hour. And there was one picture where these women were walking across the stage and they were shooting up from the ground, and you can see their butts jiggling, and I came on the next day. I said, well, I think we did like a little walk. I said, well, Mr. I'm better than the rest of you. Just caught your show yesterday. Butts jiggling, you hypocritical. Anyway, so I was told, do not talk to him anymore. You're not going to talk. Okay, fine, fair enough. Those shows, those daytime shows are so bad. Remember those days? Did you ever watch like Ricky Lake or whatever? I was on Ricky Lake one time with Curtis Lewa, and we did the show one time. And I used to get a residual check for like 30 cents, like every 5 years or something. Anyway, we were on talking about whether there should be curfews, and I was on, and the room was, this was a tough group, and one girl who was on, her name was Lasagna. And when she came to me, I was responding. I said, lasagna? That was my response. And people started laughing. She didn't get it. She was asking me like, well, what do you think about this? And what about the rights of children? I said, lasagna? Anyway, they went to somebody else. And then later on, they came back to me asking about something somebody else said. And I said, lasagna? And they were hysterically laughing because they got the joke. Imagine naming your kid lasagna. Who does this? I just want to know. I'm serious. Again, you can ask Elon. You can say, why'd you name your kid X? Moon, Unit, and Dweezil. You can ask the Zappa. But Latarsha? What is that? You just made that up. Moon Unit, with the exception of Elon, some of these names, I don't even think they have a name. But this jadrul shows up and says, there's a noose. Did you hear this? There's a noose on my company. A noose? Remember Bubba Wallace? Remember Juicy Smollett? They got this noose thing. There's no noose. If ever you wanted to do a noose, now's the best time. Because if you sit there, you're going to say, oh, no, not that noose bullshit again. Come on. No, there's a noose. Oh, please. No, really. You could have an actual a professionally done and nobody would believe it because of these cry wolf lunatics. So this idiot calls the police. I don't know if she thought I'm going to get some disability, retire early, claims I'm going to psychological, maybe a settlement from, I don't know. But the FBI showed up and they said, okay, we want some of your DNA. What? We want a buccal cell. I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, no. We're going to go through this. We're going to finish this. No, I really don't want to. Oh, no. We're going to. You understand this? You understand what I'm saying? So when they finally found out, they realized they had to get a search warrant to take a sample of her mouth. And they said, your DNA is all over this. She's an idiot, Latarsha. So Latarsha is going to be charged with everything. Do you know the people, the FBI agents, the labs, the people? I despise, and it's this thing about race. They live in this world of contrived and imagined lunacy, which is even worse. Latarsha, this obese woman who basically said to you that this is about, you got to understand this, that this is nothing but racism.
The same diets as white women, we lose less weight and we lose it slower, even when we're following the diet than our white women counterparts.
Black women, and even the black, and by the way, look at this, the black women in this audience are saying, I don't know about this. Go ahead, sister. You're on your own on this one.
It's literally.
Look at the face. Look at this. These women are slim and they're looking at her like, what are you talking about?
That the racism.
Look at you like,
that you're experiencing and
even this woman's not even nodding, nothing.
Struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same diets as white women.
The race, this is the best part. Just wait for a second.
Actually means the diet don't experiencing and the struggle that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same. The same diets as white.
The struggle that you are experiencing, and the struggle that you are going through, and the struggles that you are having to endure mean that the diets don't work the same. This is where we are right now. And somebody needs to say, listen, every time you say something, every time you bring up some kind of lunatic claim as this, you make us look like idiots. Do you understand this? You destroy our cause by perpetuating this absolute unmitigated lunacy. This is where we are today. And the thing is, nobody will ever say, don't say that. Don't say that. And the funny part is, I go back to what I was saying. Nobody even in the crowd even acknowledged, even there wasn't a nod. Not, and they were looking around. You could tell somebody was saying, quick, just do a quick scan. Anybody? Nobody. Even overweight women? Nobody. Had to tell you this one too. I saw last night, and I had to tell you this, and you can go to my X channel, Lionel Media. They had this fellow who said, the people who are responsible for JFK, and I had to say this again, Mossad, CIA, and the mafia, and never told you how. Never told you how. You hear what I'm saying? They never told you how. And I'm going to say this again, dear friends, as I've told you, in this morning's mélange, pastiche, and married a mosaic of various ideas, nobody but nobody has even come close to who killed JFK. Nobody. Nobody has come close. Nobody has come even remotely close to who killed JFK. No one. No one. They give about, well, these people, yeah, but who shot? Oh, I don't know who pulled the trigger, but, you know, Lyndon Johnson, Mossad, Ben-Gurion, the mob, Carlos Marcello, CIA, Allen Dulles, LBJ, Mac Wallace, all of this. Who pulled the trigger? I don't know. That guy Files or whatever? I don't know. Get it through your head, ladies and gentlemen. Please listen to me. Nobody can prove or show in the slightest who did it. Now this. You know, when it comes to comfort, support, and a good night's sleep, my friends, My Pillow has revolutionized the way millions of Americans rest their heads with unmatched quality, cutting-edge design, and a commitment to American-made excellence. My Pillow has become a household name. And now with mypillow.com/Lionel, or using the promo code Lionel, you can unlock exclusive discounts and deals that bring comfort and savings right to your doorstep. That's right, my friend. Mike Lindell and the team in My Pillow aren't just selling pillows. They're on a mission to transform the sleep experience with a wide variety of products beyond their signature pillows. Whether you're looking for supportive adjustable pillows, luxurious Giza Dream sheets, cozy towel, mattress toppers that cradle your body in comfort, My Pillow offers it all. And with their 60-day money-back guarantee and a 10-year warranty, you can be confident that My Pillow stands behind every product they sell. Now, why My Pillow stands out? Let me tell you, unlike generic pillows you grab off a department store shelf, My Pillow is customizable and engineered to cater to different sleep styles. Whether you're a side sleeper or a back sleeper or a stomach sleeper, their patented interlocking fill technology adjusts to your specific comfort needs, keeping your neck and spine properly aligned throughout the night. No more waking up with that sore neck, no more tossing and turning, just the restful, rejuvenating, and exhilarating sleep that you deserve. And it doesn't stop at pillows. My Pillow's Giza Dream sheets, made from the finest Egyptian cotton, offer a smooth, breathable, and luxurious feel, turning your bed into a sleep heaven. So right now, my friends, do the right thing. Go to mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. It's easy for me to say, mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, or call 800-645-4965. Simply the best. Trust me. But the best things I heard was this one. I'm going to play this for you now. And I was trying to find the context of this. This was, I believe, I believe it was CNN. I'm not sure, but even Jonah Goldberg, I think, was on this. And I want you to hear this feller speak. This blows my mind. Let me see if I can get this up for you.
What's going to end up happening potentially
hang on,
is
just a
that
minute. I gotta get rid of this one. Gotta remove. Hang on. Gotta put. No, here we go. Listen to go. Now listen to this and follow what this guy says. You are not going to believe this. He is going to say that undocumented immigrants who largely obey the law are going to stop filing tax returns, and it's going to cost billions of dollars in revenue. Okay? Actually said this. I'm not kidding. Seriously said. Watch this and listen and ask yourself, am I dreaming? Did somebody actually say this? Oh, hang on a minute. Let me do this. Just a minute. Okay, there we go. Now we go back to this, and let's see this, and we'll see. Oh, no. Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. You can't, I cannot believe I'm seeing this. You know, I figured out how to do this, by the way, the other day. It was a very weird thing after years and years of, no, you can't hear that. Let me see if I can do this. I don't know why I'm even playing this for you, because I read you the guy's quote. He actually said this. Hang on a minute. Nope, she's not working, and he's not working. Okay, forget it. we'll just forget this one. He actually was saying, because they don't know what to do anymore, that undocumented. So anyway, here we go. The bottom line is simply this. Ladies and gentlemen, we are right now in the midst of a great and noble war. The president is doing terrific. I'm going to give him every available chance there is. I'm going to let him take his time, do whatever he wants. I'm going to be nothing but absolutely, I'm going to be 100% supportive of him. Oh, this just in, as to the Atlantic magazine's editor-in-chief, he has, this is important, he has insisted, he saw minute-by-minute accounting of how the U.S. intended to bomb Yemen, which is what I think they already did. But anyway, despite Pete Hegseth adamantly denying that sensitive war plans were ever discussed in the bombshell group text scandal. The magazine's top editor, Jeffrey Goldberg, revealed Monday that he was inadvertently included in the Signal message chain. I don't use Signal. I like WhatsApp. I use Telegram. I guess Signal is for the cool kids. I don't know what that is. In any event, a message chain earlier this month in which top Trump administration officials, including Pete Hegseth and J.D. Vance, discussed strikes against the Houthi terror group in Yemen. Are they a terror group? No. They're not. We think they are, but they say we're not. We're a terror group vis-a-vis them, but I digress. In an interview with MSDNC's Inside with Jen Psaki, just hours after the stunning breach of national security surfaced, Goldberg doubled down, claiming he saw a play-by-play of what was about to happen with the strikes. Look, I'm going to be responsible here and not disclose the things that I read and saw. I will describe them to you. Well, thank you. I'll describe them, but I won't talk about them. The specific time of a future attack, specific targets, including human targets, meant to be killed in that attack, weapons system, even weather reports. I mean, the precise detail, and then a long section on sequencing. This is going to happen. Then that is going to happen. After that happens, this happens, then that happens. So why are you saying this at all? Well, Goldberg hit back after Hegseth poured cold water on the editor's reporting, arguing that sensitive war plans were not being discussed in the Signal chat group, and that the editor had a history of being deceitful and was highly discredited. Quote, I mean, he can say that it wasn't a war plan, but it was a minute-by-minute accounting of what was about to happen, organized by CENTCOM, Central Command, which is the military oversight group of the Middle East, the broader Middle East. It's interesting. This is what I think It says, it's interesting because as I'm reading it at 11:44 a.m. on Saturday morning, the 15th, seeing that the Houthis are not able to know about this for another couple of hours. And I know about it. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, honestly, I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm glad that Mike Waltz didn't invite a Houthi into the group or a Russian spy. Anyway, Goldberg, what does, it's funny. As I read this, as I peruse this, Hexit is apparently not necessarily discounting this. Now, is this a big deal? Is this a big deal? But it's interesting, is it not? How do you think Mr. Hexit is doing? I, for lack of a better word, think he's doing a fine job. Cut Up Chatter says, I became biased. When I hear bullshit, I ask, how old is that person? I think, who gains, loses, purpose? Does the comment rob me of intelligence? Well, nothing can rob you of intelligence. Places can, but not information. But thank you. Representative Josh Williams from Ohio calls out DEI crap. Have you seen him? No. I think DEI is pretty much over. But the question I have is, I think Pete Hexit is going to say, you know what? We got to be careful how we do this. I don't know how this works. But here is the best part. And this is what I want to tell Mr. Hexit and what I want to tell. Pete, America doesn't know anything about the Houthis. Nothing. Knows nothing about the Houthis. Cares nothing about the Houthis. They mean nothing to them about the Houthis. Zero. I mean zero. If you tell them the Houthis are terrorists, that's it. Got a funny name, Houthi in the Blowfish. Oh. That's it. If you tell them that Iran is sponsoring every evil under the sun, they will believe it. They won't question it. Who was it? Adam Bowler? Ask him how he turned out of that. Americans look at war and look at people almost like a Star Wars film. You tell them the Jedi, good, the Stole people, bad. Darth Vader, bad. Obi-Wan, good. Don't know anything about them. Whatever you say. Iran, bad. Show them wearing a robe, a beard, having a funny name, and tell them they are responsible for everything under the sun, and they must be wiped out. Americans will say, okay. And on Fox News works for all of the appropriate lobbies and all the appropriate concerns. They say exactly what they have to say. Don't think for a moment I'm being overbroad. Americans know nothing about the Middle East. Nothing. Americans are a Manichaean people. Good versus evil. Good versus bad. Good versus bad. And the thing that I would do, the very, very first thing I would do as your president is I'm saying, who are the people involved? The Houthis? Go talk to them. I want to talk to them. Talk to the Houthis, yeah. After you talk to Hamas and after you talk to Hezbollah. Talk to everybody. You don't have to stay long. Bring a coffee cake, sit down and say, all right, I talk with you. What do you want? Well, we don't do that. We say, oh, no. Certain folks tell us who the bad guys are, and we go along with whatever they say. Oh, you don't want us to talk? No, don't talk to them. Why? We might learn something. I want you, if you get a chance, to watch this incredibly important piece regarding the Houthis. And Pete Hexit is following orders. He's not going to go against the president, but as he shouldn't. But watch Judge Napolitano and Pepe Escobar. And Pepe Escobar is in Yemen. And he's walking around and he's showing they have a structure there, a house, whatever, that's 3,000 years old. I mean, it's just the most incredible thing in the world. Just go and listen to what they're saying. And the Yemenis are saying, what are they doing? Why are you attacking us? I think 5 people were killed. What did we do? Most people say, I have no idea where Yemen is. I don't know who they are. Are they the good guys? They're sponsored. They're a proxy of Iran. Oh, that's all Americans just nod your head. Did you learn nothing from Vietnam? Ever? Did you learn nothing? Did you learn nothing from Iraq? Nothing from Afghanistan? Nothing? Why is it that somebody, and by the way, you know that if you're on Fox News, you cannot veer anything. You got to have that Jack Keane from the Institute for the Study of War. That's Victoria Nuland's group. But see, Americans are great. We're very good with DEI. We understand the Tesla story very well. We understand a lot of things about men and sports. But when it comes to the Middle East, the worst. We are the absolute worst. And my job, I hope, is to maybe one day probably try to explain that. But I don't know if anybody's even interested. I really don't think so. It's one of those ones where, yeah, you're right. But I remember one time in college, before 1980, somebody explaining Iraq and Iran to me. And I had who cares about that? Well, that's not going to be of interest. This was graduated in 1980. So think about that one. Everything comes around. In any event, dear friends, thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to follow Mrs. L. Today, by the way, I have a great, Ryan, thank you, my dear friend. Lori Cook, thank you for your back. I hope you're doing better. I hope your spirit and your heart is filled with joy. Cut Up Chatter, thank you again for your perspective. And I thank you. We will see you later on. Make sure you go back. If you've not seen my piece on Latarsha from last night, it was a beaut. Please do. And also, my friends, make sure you go back as well and check Mrs. L at Lynn's Warriors. And we will be back with you later again. Thank you so much for starting earlier with us this morning. We love you madly. Have a great and a glorious and a beautiful day. We'll talk to you soon. God bless America. God bless President Trump. Remember, the rules have changed. Until then, my friends, remember the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue you. Dad.